Hey there, Saki here from SAKITECH, and in today's video, I want to let you know 5 solid reasons why the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 simply crushes the iPhone X. If you're in the market to make a choice between these two smartphones or simply want to know the reasons the Note 9 has a solid lead as a total smartphone package over the iPhone X, this is the video to watch. I do want to let you know that both the iPhone X and the Note 9 are the best Apple and Samsung currently have to offer, and they are similarly priced, both starting at $1,000. So let's dive in and discover the reasons the Note 9 is better than the iPhone X. Alright, so reason number 1, Note 9 is a multimedia powerhouse with a massive 6.4-inch Super AMOLED display, as well as stereo speakers with Dolby Atmos sound experience. So yes, the iPhone X also has stereo speakers, and they are certainly high quality, better than many other smartphones on the market. However, the Note 9 speakers, on top of being stereo, also offer Dolby Atmos sound that adds another layer of richness to overall sound quality. Combine this with a massive 6.4-inch display and lack of a notch, and the Note 9 comes out ahead as the more enjoyable multimedia device, especially for watching videos. Now, many people don't mind the notch on the iPhone X, but many people do. My own opinion is that it's not a big deal when you're using the iPhone X in portrait orientation, but it is in fact annoying when you're watching a video or a movie in landscape orientation. In this landscape orientation, it feels like the notch gets in the way of total immersion of watching a video. Imagine watching a movie on a high-definition TV with a little notch hanging out on the side. It just doesn't seem natural. Now, I do want to clarify that the actual display quality on both smartphones is pretty solid, and they're both highly rated by experts at DisplayMate.com. But again, as a total package, meaning a larger screen, Dolby Atmos sound, and lack of a notch just makes the Note 9 more desirable to watch videos on. And of course, watching videos is a big part of what we do with our smartphones. So that's reason number 1. Let's move on to reason number 2, and that is the S Pen. Now, Note 9 has this super functional S Pen, which is a stylus designed to offer precision writing and sketching. Using the S Pen, you can literally draw a masterpiece if you have the patience and skill for such a hobby. S Pen also allows you to navigate your phone instead of using your fingers, which reduces fingerprints and smudges. And of course, the S Pen actually adds additional software functionality to your smartphone, such as the Air Command menu, which is a set of comprehensive tools that add additional value to your software experience. On the Note 9, S Pen can also be used as a remote control to control your Note 9 from a distance. For example, you can use the S Pen as a remote shutter for the Note 9's camera and take photos remotely from a distance. Another example, you can also use the S Pen as a remote control to play or pause songs in a music player. Now, because this S Pen remote functionality uses Bluetooth, you can use it over long ranges of up to 30 meters. Obviously, the iPhone X cannot match this kind of realistic sketching and writing capabilities or the software features that the S Pen offers, which I mentioned. So the Note 9 takes a big lead just with the S Pen alone. So that is reason number 2. Let's move on to the reason number 3. So reason number 3 has to do with total storage. The Note 9 comes with a base storage of 128 gigabytes for $1,000 price, while the iPhone X comes with a base storage of 64 gigabytes for the same $1,000 price. So right off the bat, the Note 9 takes a lead. In this age of taking high-resolution photos, recording 4K videos, music storage, and downloading games with high-quality graphics, storage does get used up pretty quickly. So 64 gigabytes at $1,000 is almost unacceptable. 128 gigabytes sounds much better. On top of this, the Note 9 offers micro SD card expansion, which allows you to add an additional 512 gigabytes of external storage using a micro SD card. So the $1,000 Note 9 can potentially offer you 128 gigabytes plus 512 gigabytes of storage via micro SD card, totaling 640 gigs of storage if needed, while the iPhone X is stuck at 64 gigabytes without any flexibility. Note 9 also has a 512GB version, which is priced at $1,250, while the iPhone X has a 256GB model priced at $1,150. So basically, the Note 9 takes a massive win in total storage and also expansion options. Now let's move on to reason number 4. Now reason number 4 is called Samsung DeX. The Note 9 has the ability to transform into a full-fledged PC simply by connecting it to a TV or a monitor. So basically you have to buy a cable, and one end of the cable plugs into the USB Type-C port of the Note 9 and the other end connects into the HDMI input port of the high-definition TV or the monitor, and boom, your Note 9 now has PC-like interface and PC-like functionality, boosting your productivity. You can view, create and edit Word or PDF documents, play games, browse the web, and basically have a desktop-like interface to get some work done. The screen of the Note 9 turns into a trackpad during the Samsung DeX process, but also if you need, you have the option to use a Bluetooth keyboard or a mouse for a full desktop experience. So there really is no shortage of options. Just by having a monitor and a cable, you can project the Note 9 onto this monitor as a desktop environment. And again, just like the S Pen, iPhone X has nothing to counter this magnificent feature. So that is the reason number 4. Now let's move on to the final feature and wrap this up. Now feature number 5 is not actually a feature, it's more like value for your money. So the Note 9 is a powerhouse packed with the latest technology and overloaded with superior features. iPhone X is not a weak phone, it has some strong points such as its app ecosystem, but for $1,000 you get very little with the iPhone X compared to what you get from the Note 9. Now both phones give you the basic functions of a smartphone as well as many flagship features. With both smartphones you have a phone to make calls and indulge in text messages, ability to watch movies and listen to music. You get a solid high quality camera on both smartphones, a great build quality, an app ecosystem with tons of apps, wireless charging, water resistance and such. So far, so good. But then the Note 9 goes way beyond these regular flagship features. You get the S Pen, a massive display without a notch. You get Samsung DeX functionality. You get higher base storage of 128GB as opposed to iPhone X's 64GB, as well as expandable storage. And of course you get a massive 4000 mAh battery. So frankly, the Note 9 is more. $1,000 is an expensive price tag for any smartphone. But if you do pay $1,000 for the Note 9, you're simply getting more technology features as opposed to the iPhone X, and that's just a fact. So that is number 5. You get more value for the money spent. And of course, that brings us to the end of this video. So do let me know if you guys agree or disagree with this assessment of the Note 9 crushing the iPhone X in the same price range of $1,000. Let me know how you feel. Let me know your opinions. Just drop your comments down below. And of course, make sure to subscribe to SAKITECH and give this video a thumbs up. And of course, if you do use Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, follow me on all at SAKITECH Online. Guys, have a fantastic day. And at the end of this video, I just want to show you a couple more features of the S Pen, just so you guys get an idea of what I'm talking about when I say that the S Pen does so much more than just being a stylus. So enjoy the rest of the video and have a fantastic day. All right, so here's the S Pen, and here is the Air Command menu. Now, when you launch the Air Command menu, you get 10 options over here in this wheel-like interface, which is already beautiful. But let's just show you Smart Select, which allows you to select any part of the screen in any shape. So as you can see, I just took a circular screenshot. Now let me go back in there. If I do the Smart Select one more time, I can do the rectangle, and I can again select any area on the actual screen, and I can even do an extract text, which can be very useful in certain scenarios. Okay, now let's go back out. Let's go back into the Air Command menu. I'm just going to show you just a little bit more. Let's take a look at the magnify feature. So if you want to magnify anything on the screen, you just hover over the screen. You do have a control panel. You can change the size of the magnification, so I can magnify anything that I want. And I can keep the magnification on and do something else with the Air Command as well. So let me launch Air Command. Let's go into the live message feature that allows me to create live messages with nice effects that I can play and replay and just preview before I save them and send to my friends. I can say things like I love you, I miss you with this nice little pen, and everything gets animated and then saved, and you can send this to your friends. And of course, you can go back into the settings of the Air Command and change basically all the shortcuts. So I can either have S Pen features as my shortcuts, or I can have entire apps and functions as shortcuts. So this thing is fully customizable and very useful. So all these things can be actually modified. And that is the Air Command Mini on the S Pen. Just a quick overview so you guys get an idea of what I'm talking about.